Alright, cutscene time. Fight the legs, huh? Archfiend of Grime, Grimtorok. Okay. Head for the source of the sludge. Alright, this has got to be the boss of, gosh dang it, of this level. Dang it! Just kill me. Let me restart. Alright, I messed it up. Not worth playing it out. I'm taking that much damage right off the get-go. Okay, come on. Oh, I have to... at least there's a skip button. I guess it gives you the opportunity to, like, back out and do other stuff if you want. What? Would this be this or something? Oh my god. What the hell? Immediately I shall pay for profaning Hyrule, wretched monster. Monster, how dare you associate me with those miserable little creatures? Well, you stand before Grimtorok, Archfiend of Grime. Wah, loyal servant to the Demon King. Defeat Grimtorok. Okay. Water's the only way we'll get rid of that sludge. Just let me know when you need my help. That wouldn't be a thing for this, would it? Sure wouldn't be. What? That still freaking hit me. Come on. Oh, how pitiful a girl you are. I'll do you a kindness and let you join your father in the afterlife. Oh, fuck. Okay, come on. What are my other characters' healths at? Here. Sludge. Oh, look at this dude. Looks like Ganondorf's weird cousin. Or something or other. Here. Look how slowly the health bar is going down. Welcome to very hard mode. Oh god, we're gonna be here a while, aren't we? What the heck? Please don't come back sludged up again already. Okay, thank goodness. Damn it. Well, guess I'm not playing Zelda anymore for this battle. It's not like you can't combine the two philosophies, but that requires a lot of time and effort that AAA studios can't or won't do for various reasons. Yep. Why do that when you can do, like, the tried and true tested formula that you know is already going to work and players are already going to be like, yep, I'm going to buy that. And put in extra time and effort that is not going to pay off its dividends, necessarily. Okay, well. Oh, look, these two can high five. So sure, let's do it. High five time. Laser beams. They're not even reaching, are they? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Maybe they did reach, but it did, like, the smallest amount of damage you've ever seen. Okay, whoa, let's go ahead and ban that really quickly. Switch back. You're the only one here that can take a hit right now. What a wonderful skill. Perhaps you've earned yourself a glimpse of immaculate beauty. Joke's on you. I am the best viewer. Prove it. Here we go. On your guard, everyone. It's changed forms, and it's far faster than it was before. It has? What? I genuinely cannot tell. Stay away from those. I was not underneath any of those, but okay. Why did the ration do so much for Rauru and it did, like, less than half of what it did for Rauru for you? Like, what? Joke's on both of you. I'm the best viewer. How's it going today, Anima? Oh my god. Again, the monster has veiled itself in sludge, but at least that appears to have slowed it down. Are you implying that it's better to leave it covered in sludge? Oh my god, that was close. I realized that I didn't have my thing charged up to, like, counter that. I just kind of panic dodged there. I'm the best viewer because I can do this, highlighting my message. I don't know what to do about that. Big spins. Okay, come on. Come on! That was good because I made a spelling mistake. That's how you know it's a accurate Twitch chat chatter. Like, what do I even do about that? Well, task failed successfully. Change forms again. Don't let up, and be sure to watch out for its sludge too. It changed forms. I gave it a bath. What do you mean it changed forms? Crazy currently walking home. Huge snowstorm. Cars don't know how to drive. That's like here after the first snowfall. And then you give it a couple weeks and then they figure it out each year. But first snowfall around here, everyone forgets how to drive. Sure seems like... I'm getting far away from that now that I know that the... Oh my god, it still hit me. Please. No. No, thank you. Oh my god. Well, that worked there. I don't know. And he's gone. You best not. BRB almost home. Safe rest of the trip home there. Whoop. Come on. Yeah, keep on attacking them, not me. That'd be great. Now I do this. And then maybe something like this. The bigger-ish one. I don't know. Alright, he outie again. Alright, he doing that again. Splat, 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 splat. Damn it! Oh my god. Well, I literally could not take another hit now. High five, high five, high five, high five! Blarn! Oh, yes. Okay. We have a chance here. We have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Here, do this. Not risk it past any more than 2 strings. Okay. It's not as much as I kind of hoped it would be. How do I... No, not that one. Damn it. Assign these things. I want something that's going to do some more damage and stuff. I guess I can just put down the frost emitter or something or other. Because I kind of want to play it safe here. There's a barrage of powerful shots. Be fired repeatedly in whatever direction it faces. I just kind of want to play it safe here. Because I'm one-shottable and we're right at the tail end. Come on! I was trying to cancel that! Someone just start a prediction? Am I the wait? Did Anima just start a prediction? Am I the best viewer because of what? Predict with channel points. I have to restart this entire battle now. Oh my god. Welcome to very hard mode of Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Truly a meaningful hard difficulty and not just bullshit for the sake of bullshit there. I pocket predicted. Best prediction, Nurek says. Yeah. My god. You know, I really, really like hard difficulties in video games that actually change the way that you play and really challenge you. Like Last of Us Grounded mode. Ghost of Tsushima lethal mode. Ghost of Tsushima / Ghost of Yote lethal mode. Like, those are genuinely really hard, but in, like, damn it, a meaningful, challenging way. But, unfortunately, most games just take the approach of, oh, let's just give the enemies a bazillion health. Make you get, like, you know, absolutely wrecked in terms of health. Every boss fight is gonna take 3 business days, they have so much health. And, can I reach that? Hell yeah. And it's just not... I don't like it, you know? I love games that really challenge me, but give me a meaningful challenge, like the Ghost of games or Last of Us Grounded, where it's like, holy shit, this is really hard, but in like a really cool and fascinating way. I love that. I really, really don't like the mentality of, let's just give them a bazillion health and make them destroy your health. And especially in this game here, where it's like, oh yeah, your healing items? Yeah, you're not restocking those. The amount of health that you get, the amount of health and healing items you get in a battle is what you gotta carry through the entire, like, 1-hour battle. So every time you take damage, it feels really, really shitty because that's a finite resource you've just lost forever for the entire rest of the battle. And it just friggin' sucks! Anyway. I'm getting warm now. Jeez. But yeah, 2 total Pokeballs and you win the prediction there, Nurix. Wait, hold on. Oh, I choose prediction outcome now. Let's see here. No, this is created by Mythic. That makes more sense there. No, it was I. Hello, Mythic. The prediction was, and it was a prediction, not a poll. You did a prediction rather than a poll, which means, like, I choose what happened, and then people get points based on whether they, predicted right. So I have the option of choosing the outcome. 1 person voted for yes, 1 person voted for no. For if Mythic is the best viewer. And I can choose the outcome now. Nurex voted yes. Lancer voted no. It's 50-50. It's anyone's game. You know what I could do? Mods can't make polls. Really? They can do predictions but not polls? Seems kind of silly. You know what we do whenever there's a 50-50. Come on. Are my inputs not set up here? Damn. Uh-oh. No, not emulation settings. Pokemon Platinum Coin Flip, let's go! Where do you set up your controls in Desmume again? This music is not good, by the way. It's somewhere... Oh, control config. Set up the things I like to have here. Here. Oh shit, Pokage mentioned I'm the best viewer because I allowed this to happen by voting no. Did my save files gone? Probably after the great PC reset early this year. Uh-oh. Oh. I'm sure my save file is somewhere on my computer. I'm sure it exists somewhere. I Googled coin flip. It looks like Google has a thing. Pretty lame in comparison, but like, I'll figure out that save file thing another time. Alright. I assume Mythic would prefer yes for best viewer. So you get to say heads or tails, Mythic. You get to say here. And who else has a corrupted save except it's for Breath of the Wild 2? Oh no. It's not that my save is corrupted, it's probably just somewhere else on my PC ever since the great PC reset of 2025. This is a tragedy the likes of which humanity has not seen in thousands of years. Yeah, I'll try to fix it before next time. But yeah. What? No, black and white too. Both of them? This is not saying anything. I'm gonna... Oh, there we go. Saying heads. The answer is tails. The prediction outcome is that Mythic is not the best viewer. Sucks to suck. What you gonna do? Serious skill issue. Prediction has been decided. 2 channel points go to Dragovian Lancer. You know what? Just stop that. But luck that never fails, baby. Here. Let there be some water. Okay, well. It was probably always Guzma, let's be honest. Wow. You are so mean, dude. This time's gonna be the time, though. Just wait. I don't know what I do about that. Clearly not that. I've tried bombs before. Oh my god. Well, I'm not playing Zelda anymore. Here, do this, I guess. This is why I'm the best viewer, because I have the luck that never fails. Truly. That's how that works. Here. Water. Take a bath. Change forms again. That's wild. It changed forms. I don't know that I'd say that it changed forms. Just more that I removed its grime. But whatever, man. Okay. Stop that, please. Thank goodness my AI allies can't take damage. If they could, like, I would actually rage quit this game. Like, genuinely. My god. That's false. I'm the best law. Also just got home. But welcome home there, Anima. Guzma has the most gifted subs and most bits donated. But I have the #1 viewed channel clip. I'd be happy with #2. Oop, come on. Yeah, you have that special badge there. What was the #1 view channel clip again? Was it that one from Xenoblade 3 with, like, my capture card bugging out? God! I'm not playing Rauru anymore. Can I even eat a hit? Like, will it have protection to bring me to a quarter of a heart when I don't even have a full heart? I don't know that I necessarily will. Screw it. Russian right now. I don't know what the hell to do about that. Don't know what to do about that one there, so... Well, that really hurts my odds of victory here. Fuck! Come on! Well, I probably lose now. Probably. Here. Really wash off this dude. Here, high five. Did I lose the prediction? No, it was a prediction for if Mythic was the best viewer. But yeah. But yeah, except you when it does, but you guys don't know about this time, so it's not truly... Wait. Okay, I don't understand something about that there. Yeah, but I have a CPPL helmet. So there, I'm saying that. That is because that typo fuck up is hilarious. Do I really want to do this again after what happened last time? I'm a little bit worried about some sort of far-off projectile he's gonna send my way. That is doing like nothing to his health. Look, I could take a hit. I cannot back out of that in any remotely reasonable time. Just do this because I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna win, and then so it doesn't mess me up in a future battle. Fuck! I'm pressing B. Damn it! I'm gonna be honest. I genuinely do not like this game. Like, honestly. What the hell do I do about that? Alright, tried that. Well, I can't take damage that early. Reset the run. Kill me. Like, taking any little bit of damage is such a major setback on very hard mode of this game. That's your problem. You're pressing B when you need to jump and press the circle button. Ah, yes. Like it's Sly Cooper or something here. Meet at last, you'll pay for profaning Hyrule, you wretched monster. Put down the hydrant, dang it. How dare you associate me? Whoa. I'll have you know, we actually come from many different places around the world. It's pretty racist for you to assume that I'm just a monster like those other ones. Just lumping us all in together. Restart. It's not worth doing the run if I take damage that early on. Just kill me. Like, it's legitimately not worth attempting if I take damage that early on, because it's gonna just screw me over later. And the time loss is so little, restarting at the beginning compared to later on. So, it just makes sense to restart early if they damage me that early. Well, I love that I cannot pull, but I can initiate gambling. Yeah, but like, what's the logic in that? Why is that a thing? Doesn't make too much sense, but, you stand before Grimtorok. Yeah. This setting that you can control Harmonia? I have no idea. I've never looked into it before. You might be able to Google it and find out the answer. I would have no idea. I've never really messed around with, like, mod permissions or anything like that. I have no idea. I'm gonna say gambling is base, but gambling addiction is a very serious problem. Oh, yeah, it is. Especially nowadays with how big it's getting with, like, every content creator and their mother seemingly promoting it. Well, maybe not. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but, you know, lots and lots of content creators, lots and lots of celebrities. There's a lot of sports betting stuff that goes on nowadays, now that that's A-okay in a lot of the states. And that's, you know, kind of, doing what it's doing there. Gambling is based when it's fake money. Yeah, heck yeah, like, dang it. Restart. Fuck it. I don't want to take damage that early. But yeah, so like gambling here with the channel with our channel points, heck yeah to that. But I would never condone real gambling because, like, you know, obviously the house always wins. There. Love me some fake gambling, lol, it's my bit. Like, I would realistically be able to see myself gambling among friends where it's just like, one among our group is damn it! Is taking home the pot, you know? It's like, what's the big deal? Like, that kind of thing, like, whatever, to that kind of gambling. Like, gambling across, like, some sort of platform where you've got a house. Why would you ever do that, man? But yeah, sometimes I'll boot up Dragon Quest just to play the roulette. The best game to gamble in is Fallout New Vegas, because you can just, like, save scum. Get a bazillion. How the hell do I dodge that, then? Kill me. Restart. I don't know, I'm indifferent to content creators promoting a gambling app so long as the video's target audience is adults. They're probably given a few $1,000s to promote it, and to be honest, don't blame them for taking that, especially in this economy. Yeah, people that are paid for, like, gambling promotions are paid, like, really, really big bucks. So even if someone says no, there's gonna be someone else that says yes. So realistically, one way or another, whatever gambling thing is trying to be promoted, they're gonna get that promotion one way or another, even if it isn't with, like, one specific content creator. So, like, realistically, if you're a content creator that does say no to, like, a gambling sponsorship, realistically, some other creator is gonna take it and promote it to, like, the same amount of people anyway. So one could make the argument that what difference does it make? I'm just gonna start dodging it like that, because my... Fuck! Restart. I genuinely don't like this game. Like, both just kind of generally speaking in the sense of, like, what the hell is the point of this game even? And two, I always play games on the hardest difficulty on this channel. I always like meaningful challenges. This is not a meaningful challenge in my opinion. It definitely is not. Come on. But yeah, if it's a Minecraft video that has a lot of children watching, it's more bothersome. Yeah, I can agree there. But there's also a lot of, like, platforms for children that are very much promoting gambling nowadays. Like, look at some of the Roblox experiences that there are out there. And the kinds of things that children are getting exposed to. Or the amount of children playing gacha games and being exposed to gambling at an early age because of that. Because, you know, there was a time that I actually worked at a casino in IT. And, yeah, my coworker that I was working with, I noticed that a great proportion of the people that were in the casino were all, like, elderly. I noticed that about the demographic of the people that were, you know, patrons of the casino there. And my, fuck! Kill me. Restart. I can't take damage that early. You're gonna screw me later on in the run. Also, I don't know how to dodge that one attack anyway. That one always hits me. So I gotta have some health to eat it later, because there's no way that I dodge it. But my coworker had told me, his explanation for it was that when you're young, you have lots of time and lots of energy, but no money. When you're an adult, you have lots of money and lots of energy, but no time. And when you're old, you have lots of time and lots of money, but no energy. And he was essentially saying that, you know, something like gambling there, you know, hitting roulette and stuff, it doesn't take that much energy at all. And it's something for them to do with, you know, retirement funds built up over time and stuff like that. Something entertaining when they don't really have the energy to be doing anything much else was his, excuse there. And that's something that I have thought about a decent bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna start dodging it like that! And I think about that sometimes in relation to, like, premium games like gacha games, for example. Like, one of my little cousins, for example, would play a lot of freemium games, like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Roblox, you know, stuff like that. Where it's like, hey, if you don't have a whole lot of money, and you have a whole bunch of time, then may as well get into the freemium games. So I think naturally, like, freemium games get kind of inadvertently targeted towards kids because, you know, they don't have as much money for buying games, so this thing is free, and then, like, their friends are playing it, so then they want to play it too because it's free and everyone hops in, and then when you do have money, you potentially put it into that. And with... Wow! with gambling mechanics like loot boxes or gacha mechanics, stuff like that. They kind of get exposed to the concept of gambling at a young age, and I think that that is genuinely very problematic. In my humble opinion. It's a big problem that I find with the gaming industry in general, honestly. Wait, I probably should have saved this high five for when you got covered in muck again. I'm just now realizing. Why is it telling me this tooltip now? Like, what? Let's see here. Hello, small child. You should go gambling and get yourself 650k in debt. Ah, yes, you should. You see that Australia passed their no social media for children under 16 law, but excluded Discord and Roblox because they're gaming-focused platforms. Isn't it already Discord policy that you're supposed to be, like, 16 to use it? Or is it 14? Or what is it? Isn't it already technically supposed to be something like that? As if any kid actually follows that? But, you know, the whole no social media for children under 16. Great. Good. I agree with that choice. That's very true. I also went to a casino once with my mom, and I was the only person at that casino that was younger than 50. My little brother is addicted to AI Italian brain rot slop on Roblox. Roblox? Roblox, God. Nobody under 50 has enough money to gamble it. Yeah, honestly. Except maybe the people that are promoting gambling on their channels there. Since we're talking about Roblox, I thought it was relevant to mention that. Yeah, fair enough. I think for Discord it's 13. Is it 13? Yeah, why would they allow Roblox? Also, Roblox is such a problem platform. Like, my God, don't get me started on Roblox. Running a Sig Strike with Kyo will temporarily imbue your attacks with water, increase your defense, and cause you to gradually recover hearts. Press A to perform a finisher. You know, I might be shitting on this game a whole bunch. It could be worse. At least we're not playing Roblox. Oh, so it's just... That's why it's telling this to me now. Whatever, I took some damage there, but it wasn't a lot. So my attacks are just straight up imbued with water when I do with Raru. I guess before I was doing, like, Zelda and Kia or something or other. How do I dodge this attack? How do I dodge this attack? Oh, go in there. Oh, finisher. Please. Fuck! Way too late now. God, it's such a short window. And then dip in. Okay, that's a trick there. But yeah, it's not great. Every person who wants to use Facebook in Australia has to upload a photocopy of their ID to Meta. Like, I guess that's true in the sense that, you know, if you have to be doing that, I do get the issue of how that's regulated. Like, I do generally like the idea that if you're under 16, you shouldn't be on social media. But I do get that, you know, there would have to be that level to enforcement there that, you know, is obviously going to be a bit sketchers. Especially after Roblox got in trouble for basically defending pedophiles. You think they'd crack down on that one specifically. You would think. Damn it! Well, I guess I'm not playing Zelda again for this entire rest of the... Fuck! Restart. It's not worth it, man. I've taken way too much damage. Can I restart in the menu here? I actually hate this game, man. Do I just do water about that? Whoops, that's not... Fucking hell. Yep, real meaningful challenge when it comes to very hard... Damn it! I got my pinky toe caught in the muck and that slowed me down enough for him to get me. Legend of Zelda, Age of Soul Imprisonment. Truly. It's been a while since I've sworn this much about a game. It has been quite some time. Let me tell you. But yeah, when it comes to the whole no social media under 16, I guess if you want a way that it's not enforced by, like, the government, just have the parents be more responsible for that. This is what one could do. What? He'll eat it as an AI. So that works fine. You know, during the most recent Taekwondo testing that I attended and helped out with, usually, you know, a lot of the people that are Taekwondo testing are usually kids. They're usually on the younger end there, especially during the color belt testing. And at the end of testing, sometimes our instructor will have, like, a little bit of a talk about a little bit more serious a topic about, like, you know, your behavior in real life, the whole, you know, this respect that you carry when you're in the dojo and carry it in real life as well to, like, your parents and teachers, stuff like that. You know, stuff like that is what usually ends up getting discussed. But at this most recent testing, he discussed a topic that I'd never actually seen him discuss before. The topic that he had discussed was actually like social media usage and what you're consuming online. And he was essentially telling all the kids that, you know how your parents make you eat like broccoli or vegetables and stuff like that, even if you don't like it, because they want you to grow up big and strong there, because they care about you. Where it's like, it might not always be what you like most, but they're doing it because it's good for you ultimately. That, you know, if you had your choice, then you would just be eating like candy and sugar and stuff like that for every meal. But obviously you can't do that, so you have to put this level of trust on your parents to, you know, be consuming what's right for you. Well, the same goes for online, he was talking about, where a lot of this stuff that's going around online nowadays is stuff that, if you think about it, isn't really something that you feel like you should be consuming. Where, much like, you know, things like veggies would be healthy for your body, the stuff that you're consuming online is either healthy or unhealthy for your mind. So he had everyone, all the kids there, like, put up their hand and take an oath to, like, be mindful about what they're consuming online. If it feels like they're consuming something that they probably shouldn't be consuming online, then, you know, don't do it. Don't be consuming it, essentially. So it was an interesting discussion that he was, like, having there with all the students after the testing. And all the parents that were in the audience and, like, watching this, they all started applauding afterwards. And I thought it was quite interesting that, you know, we had that discussion there. Switch to Zelda. She's not gonna get hit by that. So that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, it was the first time that I had seen him talk about that kind of topic there. So it was interesting. Watch there be like a phase 2 after this. If that turned out to be the case, I think I would actually rage quit. Does like nothing, man. Man. No, don't get caught on the muck, please. Shit. Okay, come on. Gosh. Well, I can't play Zelda anymore. I guess I'm safe if I'm just close to you on that front. Here, do this, whatever. Deeming people to access the internet isn't safety for children, it's mass surveillance. Yeah, like I said, I do see the problem with that. And ultimately, the biggest responsibility is on parents. Damn it, I can't react fast enough! But I think, unfortunately, nowadays, it's just a whole lot easier to put an iPad in front of your kid, shut them up, and kind of, you know, distract them and stuff. Someone that has their thing ready. And, you know, especially with, like, all the other problems going on in the world nowadays, having, like, the additional burden of parenting, I can see how that would be, like, a lot on, you know, modern parents' shoulders, and why it would just be easy to put an iPad in front of them and forget about it. There's a lot of other stuff that people are going through nowadays that they have to be dealing with. In today's world, in today's economy, and all that. But, yeah, it's, certainly something there. As far as I, as an uneducated Morlock, can see, the problem isn't the game itself, but the bullshit design of the hardest difficulty, much like Lunatic Plus and Fire Emblem Awakening. Yeah, pretty much. Like, again, I always play games on this channel on the hardest difficulty and always discuss in my review, like, is it a meaningful challenge? Again, I will never stop. Gosh damn it! I'll never stop praising things like Grounded Last of Us or a Lethal Ghost of games where it's like, that is really, really friggin' hard. But in like a different way that changes the way you play from like a normal gameplay experience. And like the time cost that you lose isn't that much. Like you lose, you've lost like a couple minutes, you can try again, it's no big deal. And every time you're learning more, getting better, so it's like, okay, it's not a big deal. As opposed to this, where I'm fighting this guy for minutes on end. The battle is going on for so long as we ramble about other things. I lose this, it feels genuinely really shitty because I've lost a lot in terms of time cost. It's not as bad as something like Fire Emblem where I lose... Gosh dang it. Whoops. I want to be you here. It's not like something like a Fire Emblem map where you lose like an hour plus of progress. Like, that's probably the worst feeling, like hardest difficulty you lose and then you have to retry the whole thing. You've just lost like an hour. So this isn't as bad as something like that, but it's definitely nowhere near as good as something like, you know, Ghost of Tsushima or Last of Us or anything like that. I genuinely cannot react fast enough to that. Please, please this time be the time. Please, 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 please. Okay, just get close for this attack. Please. Oh my god, I got a flurry rush! Oh my god. I don't know if I'm just gonna add like my last 2 cents to this discussion topic before we move on to like the next bit of the story. I think if the day ever came that I had kids, the way that I would potentially raise them would probably be like a similar way that I was raised in terms of what they were exposed to. Like in a kind of literal sense. Timestamp 1 hour. um, like growing up, I got my first computer when I was 2 years old, but I didn't exactly have access to the internet or anything like that. What I did have was a whole bunch of like disc CD games like Roller Coaster Tycoon, and that actually gave me like a lot of it kind of developed a lot of skills like the job that I work at, we're involved with like a lot of e-learning stuff where there's like all these games for kids to develop math skills. Playing games like Roller Coaster Tycoon as a really little kid and just figuring it out as I went taught me some skills about like money management, stuff like that at a young age, different operational kinds of things with managing these theme parks. Like I was genuinely having fun while also like picking up skills. I wasn't consuming anything brain rot or anything like that wouldn't really be around back then in the way that we understand it nowadays. But I was oftentimes on that computer learning as I went, and it was Roller Coaster Tycoon is a fantastically designed game in that sense. So you could go in as like any skill level and have fun and be picking up more mechanics along the way. So, that worked out really, really quite well for me. And it developed to like a sense of wonder and how does this programming work? How are these games fun? How does this all work behind the scenes? And then that kind of led to me pursuing a education in programming, and now I've got a job where I'm oftentimes programming different scripts and programs for work and all that stuff. I'm doing like bullshit silly programs for like my charity streams around here and all sorts of stuff. Like that crazy punishment Python script that I made for the last 24-hour stream. So it kind of jumpstarted me into like my ultimate like skill set that I'd be developing for like career and future life. So I think that if I ever had like a kid one day, there's a good chance that I might just be like, hey, here's a computer from a young age. Maybe not any access to the internet. Maybe have like Steam on there, and here's a handful of games that are installed. Have at it. And get them a good start where it's like, hey, I know the things that they're consuming. They'll probably get a kick out of the things that they're consuming, and don't go down like some crazy rabbit hole that's gonna mess with them. And also like, the stuff that I give them is stuff that I'd be able to relate to them on and be like, whoa, that's cool, you're doing that thing. That's how I would probably raise a kid in the future if I had a kid. Because, I liked it as a kid. It was fun, and I feel like it was a positive impact on my life. That's my opinion. God Hands difficulty is really cool. Basically, the better you do at the game, the more enemies start kicking your ass and using new moves you've never seen before. The difficulty is too much. You can use a grovel attack to lower it. That's pretty good there. And I'm not trying to say that if I had kids, they'd never have access to the internet. Obviously, they would eventually, but I'm saying like really, really young. Probably no access to internet, I would think. Problem that is a lot of schools give kids Chromebooks or tablets now, especially in my area. Oh yeah, I guess that's becoming more and more commonplace too. I don't think I'd raise a child the same way I was raised because my early life was troubled and turbulent. Yeah, that's fair enough. You wouldn't want to continue the cycle there then. Homeschooling is an option in some US states with a lot of extra effort. And honestly, in the US, public schools are so bad it's worth. Here, that's definitely not the case. Here, it's a whole lot better to go into public school than to be doing any homeschooling. But Alberta especially has had a lot of issues in education the past while here. There's not enough teachers. Their class sizes are getting so big. School was off on because all the teachers in Alberta were on strike, and it was like, oh yeah, it's probably gonna be just like maybe a few days, maybe a week, something like that, of the schools being shut down until the government complies. School was off for like over a month until the government was like, hey, you're not allowed to strike anymore. Like, you are going back and we are not complying with your demands. And then like more industries were like, we're gonna go on strike because of this like awful authoritarian thing by the government. So, we have our problems with the education system here too, believe you me. Fun fact, I'm homeschooled. That's why you're such a goofy goober, Noah. I believe in Germany, homeschooling is illegal, so if you live there, that's not an option. Might well be the case. I don't remember exactly. But, here, generally speaking, public schools are worth it, at least, from my experience growing up. Maybe it's different now with all the problems that are being riddled with it. But I mean, if you do homeschooling, you gotta, like, really, really make sure you know the material and can teach it and, you know, instill important skills for life and all that. You know, you're not ever gonna have as much expertise as, like, any dedicated teacher in a subject in something like high school or anything like that. So, you know, I think that you probably shouldn't want to be homeschooling, generally speaking, but, you know, I've only lived here in Alberta. I mean, I guess I technically lived in Texas for 2 months, but you know what I mean. I sure hope you don't. He just orgasmed himself into atoms.
It would seem nowhere in Hyrule is truly safe. The Gorons, the Rito, all are at risk, especially against these Archfiends.
But then, we must help them.
Yes, we'll stop the Archfiends, build an army, and
Trust
defend
nobody.
every corner of our home.
Fire Emblem, only for Game Boy Advance.
I can't thank you enough, King Rauru. If you hadn't arrived when you did, we would surely have lost everything.
My strength is the least I can offer a sworn ally. And my condolences. He was a fine king.
That foul construct was like none I've seen. The Archfiend alone couldn't possibly have defeated someone as strong as my father. But that construct was something else entirely. It tore through our ranks like they were nothing at all.
But wait, that can only mean...
Yes, the one that escaped our watch and attacked Rauru.
One thing is certain. It must be stopped.
King Rauru, this is yours. I share your desire for unity between our kingdoms. I can promise you that. But you gave this mask to my father, not me. It's only right that I return it to you.
No, I'd like you to keep it. I knew your father, and I'm sure that in time he would have passed it down to you. The mask is yours just as much as it was his.
It's an honor. In that case, I have a request. Those of us Zora who are still capable want nothing more than to aid your quest to safeguard Hyrule. Disasters like this have struck in every corner of the land. Were it up to me, I'd do whatever I could to assist those in pain. So if you'll have me, I want to join you, to avenge my home, and vanquish the Demon King. Another of those constructs.
Yes, except it seems to behave completely differently. One of them is Ganondorf's puppet, shrouded in evil, although the other one appears to have sided with us.
You're undoubtedly right about the first construct. And yet, for the second one, it's still unclear.
If it's on our side, it would make for a powerful ally. But...
Well, we technically do have a different construct on our side. Lanayru Defiled. That overall took me an hour and a half. One battle takes an hour and a half. This really is Fire Emblem, isn't it? And welcome back, Anima. You are alive there. Okay, so I guess there's online course and stuff that you can get there. Yeah, I have no idea what it's like nowadays there either. Jeez, there, Mythic. Why does that one lady have a narwhal horn? Didn't think it was possible for Zors to grow horns on their face. Neither did I. Also don't know how the heck her head is gonna fit in that mask with the horn in the way, but okay. I got a bunch of stuff, apparently. Okay. Okay. New splash fruit. Okay.